Oh, man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah. Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here is DreZ and Huck.
Here is who?
DreZ and Huck and Big Nate.
Big Nate.
If I had thought of it sooner, I was going to trying to edit it to have all three of us, but there was just I could have done it and it sounded like crap, but I probably
it's too much
have.
time. It's DreZ and Big Nate and Huck. And then by that point, people are asleep.
And
people are like wanting to get into, little Billy and Big John,
Yeah, we're already drunk by then. So it is Brewsday Tuesday with all three of us. This is a first, I do believe.
It's like we've combined the forces, forces.
We can only use our powers for evil.
First things first, I want to thank Big Nate for stepping in and keeping the Brewsday Tuesday going. I did stay abreast with all of your crazy antics while I was gone.
Breasts on, but maybe we should in the future.
There was a couple.
We did have a couple
breasts. You're right.
There was a couple, and I loved how I'd say for the first 2 months I got mentioned in every show somehow in some form. And the DreZ days,
or usually it's because we've had this beer for. Oh no, that was with DreZ. So after we broke through the new beers, it wasn't as often.
Yeah. Either way,
you loom large in our hearts, DreZ.
Yes.
Good to have you back.
While I was gone, I did do some beer sampling and such. So for this first show, just because I found a great beer store in California that I wish I see. Here's the thing: I didn't bring my notes. I couldn't find my book, so I don't have. This is just going to be a broad conversation of the of the trip. But I found an awesome beer store, and so this is just all going to be some California beers from not necessarily breweries I went to or anything.
Well, we kind of changed the theme of the show a little bit. We still drink beers and talk about them, but we allow the beers to release the stories.
Yeah.
So we've been much more storytelling.
How is that any different?
We're much because we were going an hour while you were gone.
Yeah, I noticed. We need to reel it in, folks. But
I don't have a watch. You have a watch.
I have a smartwatch, but it's not talking to me right now.
But so for the first round, I just popped from Hopworks Urban Brewery or Hub. These guys are based out of California, like I said. More specifically, maybe I grabbed the wrong one. Are y'all's California? Did I grab the wrong beer? This one's from Portland.
Bend, Oregon.
Yep.
All right, the first round is from Oregon, apparently.
Hey, now you're taking over Huck's attributes.
We're doing Oregon. Okay,
I trained you like that.
That's right. I forgot. I was trying to sort through the shows, and Oregon did have the right number for today. So never scratch that about California. These are from Oregon.
Portland,
same
Oregon.
statement, different state.
Yeah, mine's from Portland as well. And this is a Pig War Hazy IPA. I mean, California, Oregon, they all have just hella awesome.
Still a bunch of darn hippies.
That's true.
So I got Linear Ashes from Wayfinder Brewery, Portland, Oregon. That sounds familiar to me. I'm pretty sure I've been to the one you're talking about too.
Hopworks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been to Hopworks.
Ring a bell.
Yeah.
And Nate, the one I handed you, I'm very intrigued to try.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this. The Monkless Belgian ales, which
that makes sense.
I love the little tagline here: Belgian tradition minus the monks. It's their curtain closer, a Belgian style quintuple, aged on raspberries and cocoa nibs. 12% ABV. This is on the heavier side for me, but man, I'm always a sucker for raspberries.
Yeah.
Portland's got a great beer scene.
Yeah.
I mean, tons of brewery.
And honestly, I was looking forward to going to it, except there were all these damn riots happening when we were going to head that way. So we opted not to go to Portland, believe it or not.
Too bad I didn't have a commissioner. Anyway, let's move on. But Portland, I don't know if I'd go there now myself. They're still having problems.
Yeah, exactly. It's just been an ongoing thing. And it's funny because we were in the RV, and just sort of off the grid, not really even paying attention to the news. And I actually have a second cousin that lives up there. And so we were like, oh yeah, we'll touch base with Carrie and see what's going on. And we were just playing phone tag. I couldn't get a hold of her. And I was just like, hey, just drop a line. We're traveling an RV. We might be heading that way. If you want to get up, whatever. And then I get a voicemail. She's like, well, you're more than welcome to. We have a guest room and stuff, but I don't know if you've been following the news, but if you're planning on heading to like downtown Portland, you might want to rethink that.
Reconsider.
Yeah. So I felt kind of bad, but I was just like, yeah, we might just get Portland.
Yeah, we've been watching all that from afar, but out here in Southwest Virginia, pretty much, the only thing we write about is if we don't get bacon or something. That
Bacon's important.
you gotta
Well,
get bacon.
Bacon's a staple crop.
I did make some
stable
while you were gone. Brad
You-
my son grew a pig, and I've smoked some bacon. I may have a little left.
You you
Smoked it, smoker.
speaking of
One of
having a little left. Whatever happened to Taste Like 2020, the beer that I brewed?
Do you still have my siphon?
That was my siphon, wasn't it?
No, I don't have a siphon.
You don't know where it is?
No,
I felt like I thought I gave you everything.
no, I missed that. But I bought one on Amazon. It was like 12 inches long.
Not
and
gonna cut it.
24 inches deep.
No,
I'm
that
like,
ain't gonna cut it.
so it's still ready to be opened back
The
up.
siphon didn't. Yeah, I mean, we
I
could.
thought I left it at your.
I might.
lake
I
house.
might have it. I probably cleaned it thinking it was part of my gear stuff.
No, the tall one's mine.
Oh.
Because you
Either
didn't
way-
have one to fit in the keg.
Either way, I'll tell you what. It doesn't work too good because there was so much crap floating in that beer.
Right,
You
well,
might as well just pour
I got
it
a
out.
plan. No, I'm not pouring it
No,
out.
I
Save
mean,
it.
if you'll do J.R. Ewing's
Yeah, if we drank that, we could drink
30-year-old
your beer.
beer,
Yeah, I'm not saying we can't drink it. I'm just saying I don't know if it'll be able to be siphoned.
You got a built-in
Oh,
excuse for
Because
if
it
it's
got to the
bad.
point where I couldn't even pump it out because there's just so much crap floating in beer.
Yeah, but it's all settled now. It's been sitting around for a couple of months.
True. So you got to be careful.
Yeah,
You don't go all the way down to the
just-
bottom.
Yeah, and I'm gonna put a cheesecloth over both ends.
Mm. Yeah, that might help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got plenty of bags,
Yeah,
grain bags. Put your grain in it.
very good.
So anyway,
very
but I bought a smoker. I can't remember the guy's name. I feel really bad when I went over there and I talked to him about the smoker he had for $50. And he's like, are you Huck? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I listen to your show every week. So anyway, he sold to me for half price and I've used it 3 times and it works perfectly. The last time though, it did catch on fire and burned all the paint off.
I'm
Sorry.
sure that was probably not the smoker's fault.
No, I was not. I was Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. That was an album. I was smoking and drinking.
Sounds about right.
I like that you bought a smoker just in time for the price of beef to skyrocket.
I know. I'm ready. It's just like the farmer. His friend comes over and says, is that your prize pig? And he goes, yeah. He goes, why does it have only 3 legs? He goes, pig that good, you don't eat all at once. You got your crickets over here?
Not in Studio B, unfortunately. I don't have the crickets available. Otherwise, I would have definitely blasted them right then. Oh, no, wait a minute. I was able to pull them up.
We can get actual.
There we go.
crickets.
I'm sure I'll be able to use those before the day is done.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we are in Studio B because this is the trifecta of the Brewsday Tuesday show. I was thinking it would be, I mean, I don't know, it might be, I wanted to maybe keep this kind of going, the 3 of us, but my hatred for Studio B might delay that.
Well, maybe we could
We
bribe Josh
need
to put another mic in
Yeah,
there.
we need a 3rd mic in the Bear Studio is truly what we need.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
really do need that. There's room. I got another bar stool.
You
It's time.
do.
I do.
That's,
Well, just
that's,
like
I
that
think
one.
that's what really has been holding us back.
That
is
was
the
it.
barstool
It
sitting
was-
here.
Nobody wanted
I'm
to
bringing
stand.
it over. Yeah, well, standing didn't work for me as it couldn't keep me close enough to the mic. I was
Mm.
like wandering around the room talking.
Even in your chair, you kind of still.
I know, I still do. I'm not like you guys.
So here's the problem with doing a show with 3 people. I only poured like a third of the beer, and I'm
Yeah,
already
me
out
too.
of it, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling.
I bet Nate's been babying his quad over there. though.
well, yeah, it's this is sips.
But Nate and I are
It's
thinking
hot.
about
It is a
this.
sipper.
We're thinking about spinning off a show.
You could. I actually I mentioned that earlier, and I don't know who I was talking to about that, but I was just like,
Well, we were talking about doing like another day. It wouldn't be Brewsday Tuesday, but it would be Huck was here, and it's wherever I am, I'll call in. So Nate will have to provide his own booze or beer, but we can still, bars or breweries wherever I am because I'm going to start traveling like you were.
oh, you're going to be hitting the open road, are
Yeah, I
you?
mean, not that open. We're getting ready to go to Wheeling, West Virginia for one of the only for-profit blues events, and it's really good because the guys trying to make money. It's not, it's not all volunteers, and they work really hard and they get really good bands. It's expensive, but it's great little festival, Heritage Festival. So I'll be out there
yes.
in a couple weeks.
All right, yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so that's going to be
No
at least a
diggity.
week-long road trip. It's only a 3-day festival. I mean, we got to get there, and take our
Yeah.
time to get back.
Yeah,
I think there's beer. I haven't been to a brewery now in ever since a month before Whitney's wedding. I just
Really?
yeah,
That long?
not one I haven't been to before.
Oh, okay. A new brewery.
That's
Yeah.
like me. And you obviously have a different experience because you were traveling cross country. But before Floyd Fest the other week, the last concert I was at was the Slayer show.
I still haven't been to a concert since.
Yeah, I went
But
to.
you made it to breweries and the like, so you got to
Yeah.
kind of enjoy
I did
some
some
culture.
did
but-
some other stuff, but I mean, for the most
Yeah.
part, we were trying. I mean,
You weren't getting out either.
we hit the national parks was our big thing, hiking and whatnot. So I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to be in the crowd and do all that stuff. I just think it's going to be so weird. And the fact that, I got like, some family members that are susceptible and all that. So,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are feeling out. You know me, I never stopped.
I did get the shot,
Yeah.
not shots, because I was traveling so much. There was no way for me to do, I wasn't in the same place for 2 weeks to get, the Moderna or whatever. So I had to do the Johnson & Johnson when I was in California. We were able to find a place and do that.
I
So,
haven't heard any bad things about the Johnson Johnson because it's actually a vaccine.
yeah, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
we don't have to
Whatever.
go there, but I mean, I'm
thinking I might get another one anyway. So since I can get $100 for it, right? So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
they're gonna have to go up on
Well,
me.
at
'cause
that point, like, are we getting back payments? Because I would like my money.
yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too.
I know,
It's
I know.
like, how are
Some
they gonna
states
do
are
that?
giving
No.
free beer. Like, I would have settled for that. $100. I want my money.
It's
Yeah.
always like that. It's like then now, they're talking about paying everybody student loans. Hey, I had some back in 1970s. Pay me back for those.
What a scam.
In today's dollars would be nice.
I
But anyway.
will say, you mentioned you haven't been to a concert and there's those concerns. There were still moments like in the middle of it, it was like, hey, are we really allowed to be like, it was like sneaking beer into your parents' house.
Right?
It's what
is
it felt like the whole
is
time.
this
Am I allowed? Like,
yeah.
Well,
waiting for the cops to shut down the party.
And I'm not nervous at all about it. I mean, because I'm the one at risk in my family, right? I'm the old guy. But a couple of times, in the crowd, I was like, I'm really not used to being around this many people at one time.
But it's all outside still, though.
But there's still a
For the-
point where,
you know.
I'm really good at getting through the crowd. And I think it's Billy Strings. I could not get to the stage. And I'm really good at it. And I was like, I just
It
can't.
was still that packed.
It was that packed.
Wow.
And there were a lot of people this time. I thought this year was more kids. And then people are not really thinking it through, and they put their kid on the ground on a blanket and cover the blanket. And then they got to have 6 people around pushing people away. I'm like, get a wagon. They're not expensive.
Yeah.
Put the kid in the wagon.
Yeah. I am a little bummed that I missed Floyd Fest entirely.
It was
and,
excellent.
Yeah. I'm sure. Well,
Not to rub it
obviously,
in, but everything was good. The
There-
weather was good. The beer was good. Everything was good.
Floyd Fest is always excellent, but I'm sure having that long gap and want and wait, I bet it was
I
The
think,
best
It
weekend
could have
ever.
been bands from down the street. It still would have been just
Yeah.
as amazing.
and,
No,
I
it's-
thought that they handled it extremely well, considering they had a year off and a lot of people didn't come back. The most people who had the most trouble, in my opinion, were the customers. They didn't know how to act, like you're saying. It's been so long
Mhm.
that they've forgotten how to misbehave at a festival. But I was trying to show them, how I am.
Yep, like always. And you know how I am. I like to drink beer, obviously so much that I'm already out. So I think we need to go ahead and untap these bad boys. I can't even do my little go back in for a sip to confirm. But Untapped is the app we like to utilize. I utilized it quite a bit on the trip. I don't know if you were following me, but I did have my 5,000th check-in while
I
on this
missed that.
trip.
Nice.
So that was an exciting moment. But yes, you can hit me up, DreZ Drinks, Huck's Beer Buzz is his handle, and I believe it's Horror Radio Show. The guy across from me, or you can type in Big Nate Danger or something like
Yeah.
that. That works too.
Big Nate Danger will find me.
There you go. For the Pig War Hazy IPA from Hopworks, I'll go ahead and take us off. Delicious beer. The ABV, I think, is on the lower side, 6%. That's not too shabby, I suppose. But obviously, it went down clean and easy because it is that good. In fact, I'm just realizing this can is too heavy. I'm gonna have to pour me a little bit more for
I see
another
how you
sip.
are.
Whoa! I didn't say your can. I said my can, sir.
So
But this is. I mean, I'll do it again. I think. I mean, it says 6, but it's not a 6. That's a. I'm just kidding. It's not a 5, but I'd say that's a solid 4. 4.25. 4.25.
well, I was reading my can a little more closely since I took my sunglasses off. This is a Raunch beer, which is a German style that when they just started come out of the strict, rules. And I love the style, and they smoked it. This is a 4.5. It
Yeah.
is also a collaboration between Wayfinder and Structures. And I think I've been to both those breweries. Structures, I don't think I've been to Wayfinder. I think I was at Structures. I think they've been around a while. So that's really nice, 5.5%. 4.5.
Smoked. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to
taste
both
is
those ones
really
that you have. 'Cause
Very nice.
hazy IPAs, I drink them all the time, but I mean, a smoked whatever. I mean, that's even a funnier style than I thought. I thought it was just a lager, but
No.
that's awesome. So that'll actually be a good checking. That's another thing I realized with the Untapped app is, there's a lot of different, badges that you can get for certain styles that I don't have because I just drink the same IPAs, hazies, New England and stuff. So it was nice trying to start to tackle some of those. So that might help out in that regard. Same with yours over there. I mean, I've had a few quads, but that one's a fruity quad.
Yeah. Well, this one's even more interesting because I've had probably a few quads. Like it's not my go-to. Yeah, it's definitely one of those ones where it's either Huck or you bringing it to me. But this is actually a quint. They're calling it a quintuple. And I've had one.
How are they defining that? Does it give more explanation on that?
They've got their flowery description on the back, but they're not saying what makes it a quint.
What's the ABV?
A quintuple is less of a beer style and more of a lifestyle anyways. Like that's what they've got. That's their statement on the quint. The ABV is 12%. Of course, you get the raspberries and the cocoa nibs. Again, based on the fact that I don't think I've ever had another quintuple, that kind of is going to affect my rating. We can factor in the great label. I think it came out fantastically. It definitely hits those raspberry and those cocoa notes. It's strong. It's a little hot.
That's alcohol.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the alcohol. I'm going to go with a 4. I think a solid 4.
Yeah, you can't
another quintuple.
Yeah, you have to have a base. You have to have the baseline.
I would definitely drink it again.
I think it's imaginary beer. Quintuple.
Well,
I've never seen a quintuple.
No, I've never have either.
I have seen 6.
I mean, if they're the only ones doing it,
if
they're the only ones doing it, they get a 5 because they're the only ones doing it.
I haven't heard of one either, so I didn't even realize. But that's the wonder of being on the road and hitting up these unique beer stores. So I do have some more. I guess they must be Oregon. I guess because I thought I was doing California. I didn't look at the cans before we opened up the microphones, but that's part of it. But we'll move back into the Bear studio because Studio B sucks. Sorry, Nate. But hey, I wanted to thank you. And, we might have you on here and there periodically. I think we might have to just because.
Yeah, old time's sake.
Yeah, I think Huck became too attached to you. He's like, I like this guy. He lets me just run the show. I get all the time.
Anything I want.
Yeah, exactly.
I do. I will cut him off at an hour.
An hour.
Of course, then at Floyd Fest, he was having a good time, and we went 1 hour and 7. I think
Floyd Fest was a blast. We definitely went over.
Well, speaking of which, this is running long, so let's take a break. Let's play a tune, and we'll come back with more Brewsday Tuesday shenanigans right here on 105.3 The Bear. Stick around.